Welcome to the Matrix. Matrix management, that is. In this lesson, we will define matrix management, explain why matrix management is used, discuss some of the challenges of matrix management, and explain the benefits of matrix management. But first, let's check in on John and Maria.
This just seems confusing. I have two bosses to deal with. I like Mr. Boyle, and the new guy, Mr. Rhodes, seems like a great project manager. But I think working with two bosses is confusing and would create challenges for me as an employee.
It sounds like you have one boss for the project and one manager for your overall employment and HR functions. How does that work? Who do you officially report to?
I don't know. I just don't understand why I need two bosses.
Two bosses, huh? Sounds like matrix management, which is becoming very common in modern organizations. Matrix management is used to support cross-functional teams. If a project or specific department requires workers from accounting, IT, and sales, it might not make sense for them to have a common manager. But it also might not make sense to have people from accounting, IT, and sales all working together with no common leader. In this situation, the employees would still report to their respective managers in the accounting, IT, and sales departments, but they would also have a project manager who is responsible for all things relating to the project. Matrix management allows for common leadership related to a cross-functional project, but matrix management also allows for domain-specific departmental managers. When cross-functional teams are needed or when project-based work is common, matrix management can be very helpful. However, matrix management presents some challenges for managers, project managers, and employees. But the benefits often outweigh the challenges. So what's happened to John's two-boss predicament?
So John, how's the project going? Is it tough reporting to two different bosses?
Actually, I really like the project I'm working on. I'm really learning to work well with Mr. Boyle and Mr. Rhodes. It was odd at first, but now it really flows well. Mr. Rhodes is my project manager. I work with him on a daily basis to make sure the project is on task and progressing appropriately. Mr. Boyle is still my boss, but I don't interact with him on a daily basis. He works with Mr. Rhodes to know how I'm doing. Mr. Boyle also handles all of the administrative aspects of the department, so that allows more time for me and Mr. Rhodes to focus on our project-based work. Mr. Boyle will also be my boss once the project concludes and will ensure that I'm assigned to the right projects in the future.
Wow, that sounds a bit confusing, but it also sounds like everything's working out for you. I've never been in a project-based position, but matrix management seems to be working out for you, your manager, and your project manager.
So let's take a look at what we've covered. We've defined matrix management, explained why matrix management is used, discussed some of the challenges of matrix management, and explained the benefits of matrix management.